My name's Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff, where I'll make a healthy dinner from start to finish and pair it with wines from around the world. Let's fill up that glass.
Hi, my name's Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff. Today, we're ordering takeout. No, just kidding. We're making everybody's favorite takeout, which is a chicken pad thai. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make at home. And we're pairing it today with this Fess Parker Rosé that will knock your socks off. Let's get started. Here I have a super firm tofu. It's really important. I've done this with extra firm and it just fell apart. So I do recommend using these super firm ones that will hold them together. And I'm using chicken. You don't even need to do tofu and chicken if you want to go with shrimp, if you want to go with steak, whatever you want to do, all vegetarian, it's up to you. But here I have chicken thighs. Those are my favorite. And what I always like to do is you want to cut these on against the grain, and then we're cutting 1/4-inch slices because these are going to fry up really, really, really fast. So these will take no longer than 3-4 minutes in the saute pan. See how thin these are? That's how I want you, like about 1/4-inch thick. Let me finish up the rest of these and get the tofu ready. I removed the super firm tofu from the packaging here, and we want to drain out as much of the liquid as possible. So we just want paper towels on the bottom, paper towels on top, and anything you have that's heavy right on top. I'm just putting my heavy Dutch oven right on top of it. I have some palm sugar here, and I'm going to add a little bit of water to it. All the exact measurements are right down in the description center for you. And I'm going to pop this in the microwave for just a few seconds to make sure I turn this into a liquid, this palm sugar. If you don't have palm sugar and you don't want to buy palm sugar, which I completely understand, you can just use brown sugar if you'd like. I would prefer if you'd use a dark brown sugar. Let's get started on the pad thai sauce. It is so simple and easy. Just a few ingredients is very important. And the first one that is extremely important, what's in the bowl already, remember, was the palm sugar that we had melted. Now, this is tamarind sauce that is going in right now. This is extremely important for pad thai because it gives the sourness. If you taste it on its own, it's almost like tasting when you bite into a lemon, but not the taste of lemon. It's very unique. And what's going now here is oyster sauce, an authentic pad thai. And remember, this is what I call the American version, is very, very fishy, even a little too fishy for me, and I like fish. So I want to give a little touch of what's supposed to be in the authentic, and a little bit of fish sauce is going in also. And our last ingredient here would be the sweet or dark soy. It's almost like molasses. It's not soy sauce like you're thinking. Soy sauce, this is the sweet or dark. You would have to get this at an Asian store. So you just want to mix this all together, and you want to give it a taste, because this should be a combination of a balance of sweet and sour and salty. It should be a little bit everything, but I know the American style, which is what I'm doing here, is just a touch of a little sweeter and much, much less of the fishy taste. Let me taste. That nailed it. That is perfect. Now you can try and manipulate these If you like a little more sour, a little more sweet, that's up to you. Now let's get those pad thai noodles ready. These are my favorite pad thai noodles that I use. They're a little thicker. You don't want to use the super thin ones. Going into boiling water for 5 minutes. Give them a stir so they don't stick. And I'm going to put them right into an ice bath. But you want to make sure and cook them until they're still very chewy and al dente. You don't want them all cooked all the way through, or they will fall apart in the wok. While our pad thai noodles are going, let's talk about this fantastic wine. This is from Fess Parker, which I just got a chance to visit up in San Ynez Valley. And this is their Pinot Noir Rosé. Let's first give a smell. But I had this already, I will tell you. It's just spectacular. Getting orange marmalade right off the top with strawberry notes and cherry notes. And citrus on the taste with more strawberry, hints of like orange rind with a little bit of vanilla. This is gonna go just spectacular with this pad thai. You're gonna love it. Steaming noodles right into the ice bath. We want to stop them from cooking, so we want to keep them nice and al dente so they don't break apart in the wok or the fry pan. Let's get the rest of our veggies chopped and ready to roll. Here I have a shallot chopped up, garlic. I have some bean sprouts and 2 eggs. Right here, what looks a little different, it's an Asian chive. If you can't find them, use the regular chives, but this is definitely what goes in. Pad Thai is an Asian. And they're a little bit flatter, as you could see, a little bit larger, and they have a tiny taste of a garlic shot, like a touch of garlic to the onion flavor. And you just want to run your knives over your dry roasted peanut here. So just give them a chop a little bit. And that is it. And we're going to be ready because when this stir fry starts, it goes really, really fast. Now it's time to start our stir fry. I'm using a wok, but if you don't have a wok, that's quite all right. You can just use a large fry pan is perfectly fine. The chicken is going in, and as soon as I stir the chicken around and give it a little salt and pepper, we will throw in our tofu also, and just giving the chicken some salt and pepper, that is it. And you can do them a quite nice little stir around in the pan there. This is screaming hot, as you could see. So you want to get that chicken stirred around in that oil. Perfect. Like I said, see how fast this is going already? Now, immediately you want to put your tofu because we want that nice and crispy also. So our tofu is going in. And let's get that a stir in the oil. And have the oil I'm using also is a high smoke point oil. You could use a vegetable oil. I'm using an avocado oil myself. Now look at this already. And we're only about 1.5 minutes in. So we're just going to let this go for about 4 minutes. That is it. To make sure we don't see any pink left on those little pieces of chicken. Okay, our chicken has cooked through. We're going to add our shallot right on in, and we're just going to mix that around. This is not going to take long at all with this heat. The shallot's not going to take any more than a minute, if not a little less. Always have a little bit of extra oil sitting for you because you're going to need this all the way through once the oil starts to dissipate, especially if you're working in a non-stick wok or fry pan like I am. Okay, and that has gone in. Now that has cooked through some. I am going to add in the garlic. Just do a few turns of the garlic. There we go. Ooh, you can tell when that garlic hits the pan. It smells good. And you notice with the super firm tofu, do you see how it has not disintegrated into small little pieces? That's a real important tip. So now what you want to do is you just want to push everything to the side. Everything goes to the side. Okay, and we're going to add a little bit extra oil into the pan because it needs it. And we're going to add in our 2 eggs going into the pan. And we will scramble those up. This will go lickety-split. I mean, fast, as you see how it's cooking through, how fast everything is cooking. And once your egg gets scrambled, as you see, as it will in a matter of seconds here, you want to just push that egg up onto the side with the rest of the meat. So now that scrambled egg goes up onto the side with the rest of the meat. Okay, just like so. And you want to add a little bit more oil to the pan. And then our, excuse my reach here, people, our pad thai noodles are hitting the pan. Just stir those around, let them hit the oil. And these are super, super firm at this point in time, these pad thai noodles. Now, our bean sprouts are going in. You could start to incorporate everything back together. Let me get all these bean sprouts in there. At this point in time, it goes so fast. And we are going to add in our Asian chives, our garlicky chives are going in. And then we're going to top it with that sauce that we did. So the sauce is going in. Get every last drop of that sauce. And you just want to stir this around for about 2 minutes. And then last, we will be throwing in those dry roasted peanuts, and then we'll hit it with a little squeeze of lime, half a lime. And then you'll top it at the end with just a little squeeze more of lime and a little more of your dry roasted peanuts, and you're ready to serve. Look at this. This is looking, I'm ready to dive in already, but it's screaming hot, so I better not. See how fast this goes? I mean, before your takeout arrives, I could have this on the table for you. You could have it on the table for you. This is done. Done, done, done. Let's throw in our chopped dry nuts. So they're going in. A little squeeze of lime is going in. And you are turning it off the burner. Boom. Burner done. Look at that chicken pad thai. At home. Doesn't get any better than that. Before I devour this huge bowl of pad thai, I would first like to thank all my subscribers. And if you're not yet a subscriber, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my recipes. And don't forget to like and share and ring that bell, because that notifies you that I have a new recipe, and I have one every Tuesday. I'm putting my rosé wine down and I'm digging in. I'm so ready to eat this pad thai. Here we go. Big mouthful. Some on my hand. Wow. It's like I'm at my favorite Thai restaurant. I'm telling you. This has all the flavors of chicken pad thai that you would ever want. Thanks for stopping by Wine and Dine with Jeff, and we'll see you next week.